Welcome everybody to the Sports Culture, all things sports. It's Jay Banfo, and we got to talk about the NBA betting scandal. But before we get into that, like, comment, share, subscribe, and thanks for your support. So early this morning, it was announced that the FBI has secured more than 30 indictments tied to alleged illegal gambling. The three NBA figures who were arrested today were Trailblazers head coach Chauncey Billups, former NBA player Damon, and current Miami Heat guard Terry Rozier. Now, I want to give full credit to Joe Pomplano. He did a great job in breaking down everything that was presented today. So first, I'm going to describe what happened this morning and then give my full thoughts on what it means going forward. So this was an illegal gambling and sports rigging operation that spanned years across 11 states. In total, 30 individuals have been arrested, with 30 mafia members. The case involved La Costa Nostra, an Italian mafia. Charges include illegal gambling, wire fraud, and extortion. There are two separate indictments. The first involves 6 defendants accused of participating in a sports corruption scheme that exploited insider information involving NBA players and teams. The defendants leveraged their connections to place prop bets based on confidential insider information, winning tens of thousands of dollars per bet. The second indictment involved 31 defendants charged with participating in a nationwide scheme to rig illegal poker games. The FBI says they used high-tech cheating technology to steal millions of dollars from victims in underground poker games that were secretly fixed. The two cases are separate, but there are 3 overlapping defendants, including former NBA player and coach Damon. The FBI says that NBA player Terry Rozier told the defendants that he was going to leave a game early on March 23, 2023, with an injury. The defendants then placed more than $200,000 worth of wagers on the unders for his prop bets, with Rozier leaving the game after 9 minutes. Those bets paid out tens of thousands of dollars in profits, and the defendants and Rozier counted the money at his house. The FBI said that former Raptors player Jontay Porter was threatened to participate in the sports gambling scheme because of his gambling debts. Teams that were bet on during the sports gambling scheme included the Charlotte Hornets, Portland Trailblazers, Los Angeles Lakers, and Toronto Raptors. The rigged poker games occurred in the Hamptons, Miami, Vegas, and Manhattan. The poker scheme targeted victims who were lured to participate in rigged poker games by the chance to play alongside former professional athletes. These athletes included Chauncey Billups and Damon. The FBI said that the defendants utilized altered shuffling machines to read the cards in the deck and then relayed that information to an off-site operator. The off-site operator, known as the quarterback, then sent the information to someone at the table. The FBI also says that the defendants utilized other cheating technologies, including poker chip trays that read cards through hidden cameras, special contact lenses and glasses that could read marked cards, and X-ray poker tables that could read cards facing down. The FBI says that the defendants robbed the victim at gunpoint to acquire a rigged shuffling machine. The sports gambling investigation is called Operation Nothing But Net, while the poker investigation is called Operation Royal Flush. The FBI have been working on this investigation for 4 years, with victims losing at least $7 million. One specific victim lost $1.8 million, and the FBI reviewed thousands of hours of video evidence and executed more than 24 search warrants. Now, with all of that information, what does this mean? I think that this is just the tip of the iceberg with the whole gambling situation with sports, right? The NBA has been hit first, but this is going on in all types of professional sports and college sports as well. This is nothing new. It's just that it's being reported to such a high level scale. With the additions of FanDuel, DraftKings, Prize Pick, anybody can basically bet. Betting back in the day, it was taboo. You had to have a bookie, and it just wasn't as easy as going on your phone, signing up, and placing a bet. They've made it mainstream, right? So it was only natural for the players who have full control over what they can and can't do in a professional game to get involved. These players, these coaches, yes, they have millions of dollars, but they're greedy. They want more. And they felt like this was just going to be an easy thing to do. But the FBI, they did their homework. You saw that expanded over for 4 years. They did their research. And like I said, this is just the beginning. They started with the NBA. Don't be surprised if they go to the NFL. They've already done their research on Major League Baseball. I believe a couple of pitchers have already been suspended because they were caught gambling, and they're going to go to the WNBA as well. So I will be covering this from top to bottom. With new information come about, will be reporting on it. And yeah, I think everybody just have to brace themselves for what's going to happen next. Now, with that being said, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.